Hey everyone, it's Sean, the What's Up Dude. We are at the train station, headed to Union Station, and we're going to explore Chicago, go to a cool breakfast spot that we've already been to, and then head to Navy Pier. This is Sean, the What's Up Dude. Chugga chugga choo choo, we're on the train. Alright, we are in the Great Hall in Union Station. They got an American flag up. And here's the clock. We're gonna head out into the streets. Alright, and we are going to have breakfast at Lou Mitchell's, which I've done a film if you want to watch it. But we're going to go inside, eat, and then next stop, Navy Pier. Welcome to Route 66. This video is for America and the celebration of Route 66 Centennial, 100 years. Alright, we are taking the bus to Navy Pier. We're hopping aboard, just like the YouTuber that drives in his RV. We couldn't take our RV, so we took the bus, and we'll continue our tour. Here we go. All right, we are at Navy Pier. And here's the entrance. This is the Ferris wheel. Here? Yes, we're at Navy Pier, bud. And this is the splash pad where kids can go get wet and wild. Here we go. Navy Pier. Here's the sign. And over here, this is the Save the People's Pier campaign. And here we are on Navy Pier. Right here we have Reunion by Chef Art Smith. Harry Carey's restaurant. Now, most importantly, we are headed up to a specific sign that has been added to Navy Pier as the starting point of the Mother Road, Route 66. You can see it right there. Navy Pier, Chicago. The reason they did this is so that it is coast to coast from Chicago to California. And here it is, Route 66. The road starts here. Now, if you want to start at the old spot, that's okay too. But this is the starting point that Chicago is using now. And we do have a giant outside of this giant-sized kid with glasses. Over here, there's the Ferris wheel. And you can take shoreline sightseeing boat tours off of Navy Pier. Some of them are dinner cruises and some of them are short, fast, fun cruises. Right here, this is a few of the boat rides that you can take and the times and how long they are. Here is a beautiful shot of the lake And over here, margaritas to go, and also Margaritaville. And you can see there is tons of people at Navy Pier today enjoying the sights. Now inside, there's a bunch of attractions with all of these restaurants available. We will go inside and show you that. For now, we're just showing you the beautiful outside and the scenery that you can see. Right here, they do have a lineup of different artists that will play at Navy Pier, mostly at nighttime, but it will be a party at night. And right here, these are the Sea Dog speedboat tours. And there's a massive line already for these. You'll get out on the water. They also have pirate type ships that are a little bit more modern that will set sail. And in the back corner here, that's the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. A lot of times they have movies and events that happen there. Sometimes 3D or 4D movies. And this is the ticket booth for the Sea Dogs. Got to be 48 inches tall to ride because it is a wild ride. Now this is one of the more luxury ships over here. And this is one of the boats that goes out. And then sometimes they host dinner cruises and date nights and fireworks. This is the Odyssey Cruise Line. Travel in luxury and have a good time out on Lake Michigan. Now they also have, for you pirates that like to say arg, tall ship Windy. Over here you can get on a modern day pirate ship and sail the high seas. Here on the inside, that's the Funhouse Maze. And you also have the Billy Goat Tavern and Grill. Outside here, they have the full service bar. Tall ship Windy, this is the ticket booth. And here is the ship that you can set sail on and sail with the pirates. Bar Sol Maruscos, a restaurant that you can sit outside or inside. Summer Block Party, June 24th and August 26th. Experience the ultimate summer celebration with high-energy entertainment, free interactive experiences, unforgettable lakefront moments for all ages. The night ends with Navy Pier's award-winning fireworks. Can you imagine if you were out on a boat and the fireworks were in the sky? And over here, this is the original rainbow cone. So this is Ice Cream Creations celebrating 100 years of 5 magical flavors. This is the Sable Hotel, where you can stay right on Navy Pier and see beautiful Lake Michigan. Right, here's my rainbow cone. And we got some ducks watching because they're mighty hungry. And we're right by Lake Michigan. And there is a clipper ship, the pirate type ship, sailing away. We'll give you a shot of that. Here they go. Ahoy, mateys. There they go. Hopefully no one has to walk the plank. There's pirate flags. Now over here, this is the Spirit of Chicago. This one also has dinner cruises and events. Sable Hotel. You can come stay at this hotel and make a week or a few days of your trip. Now this is a luxury liner, so you'll have more of your fancy dances and get-togethers on here. Now in these buildings, up on the deck, unmatched views, so from your room you'll be able to see Lake Michigan while you relax. And this boat here, this is the Spirit of Navy Pier. This boat is another cruise line that'll take you around. And Famous Dippin' Dots is here as well. This here is the Lyrica Dine by Bar. And you'll be able to eat amazing food right next to the water. And over here, this is the Cap Streeter Shoreline Sightseeing Boat. This is more of a basic boat that you can go out and set sail. See the shoreline of beautiful Lake Michigan. And there's some seagulls flying around. And then they have a tamale shop. If you're hungry for some tamales, they have it here. Now here's another shot of one of the Navy Pier signs. This is the beer garden. And in the back there, the American flags are waving high. Over in the corner, that is the lighthouse. Closer shot of the Navy Pier beer garden. You want to kick back, relax, open a couple brewskis or have a nice glass of wine. Here's your spot. Now in the back corner here, because this will be posted on July 4th, here is 3 American flags to celebrate 250 years of America. So it actually looks like there's more American flags than initially thought, which is even better. We'll walk over to the corner to see the end of the pier. Right here is the full shot of all the flags. Got some more in the corner over here as well. And here we are at the end of the pier. And you can, in the far section, you can see that pirate ship that set sail. The USS Chicago Anchor. Inside this room, this is the ballroom, Now, it doesn't look like much, but when someone has an event on the pier, this place is decked out with all sorts of lights and beautiful decorations. Greetings from Navy Pier. We have the beautiful lake and the skyline in the back. Right here, there is abstract art on display. Artists at the Pier 3. Inside this building, we do have artwork on the wall on both sides. Artists at the Pier, that is where we're at right now. Beautiful abstract art that someone designed. Over here, we do have a Kisby coffee shop. Larica is the inside of Larica, one of the famous restaurants on the pier. Right here, these are two glass windows. River of Life window from 1900 to 1910, and the landscape window 1893 to 1920. These have been at Navy Pier for a very, very long time. And this is a glass window of Christ and the Apostles, circa 1890. Illuminated Legacy windows from the Richard H. Dryas collection. We're about to see Female Angel window, Soldier of the Lord window, 1910. And the Girl with Cherry Blossoms, 1890. Maiden with a Cross, 1895 to 1915. Over here on this side, we're about to look at the Poppies with Passion Flowers, 1915. Then the Angels, 1905. And the Lilies in the Palm, 1895. These are historic glass pane windows that have been part of the tour of the inside of Navy Pier since I can remember. And we have live music on the pier. We have our first indoor store making history, Chicago. This is a Chicago store that has hot dogs, pizza, souvenirs, and more. So if you want to remember your trip to Chicago, come on here. You'll find something cool. Have Christmas ornaments that are Chicago themed. Kilwin's chocolate fudge and ice cream. If you want a tasty treat, stop on by. They have it all. This is the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. And then over here, these are the theater rooms. And coming up, Jason Alexander, 25th and the 26th. And they have a show called Brokeback Mountain till June 28th. Through this hallway, there are small shops and restaurants. This is Lake Michigan Outfitters. This is PAX on the Pier. And as you can see, this place is certainly packed with lots of people. They do have Salt Halal burgers if you want specialty meat. TMO, boba and dessert. And they have more restrooms in case you have to go. And we have Beat Kitchen, Cantina. All right, we are in the carnival section, and here is the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier. And here is the entrance. Over here we do have a carousel, teacups, and a swing rod. And they even have their own version of the giant drop in the corner. Over here they also have a mini golf course with blue water. This is a statue called Reach by Chris Days Ellis. Have something called the Flyover, voted best attraction. And it is similar to Disney World's ride where you get to see a scenic view in the sky. But this one would be Navy Pier. There you go, there's the rides in action. They have a full-scale rollerblading rink. There, that is the Flyover attraction. And if we go down here, this is the marketplace, and we're gonna go check everything out. They even have a jungle gym for kids. The Chicago's Children's Museum. We're not gonna explore that today because we just got back from the Dell, so we don't have too much money. Museum gift shop. Got all sorts of cool stuff in here. We even have some slime. All right, we have stores. This is the souvenir shop for the Flyover. And we have a Route 66 shop, which is totally awesome. I'm sure you can get your stamp here. All sorts of cool souvenirs from the Mother Road. And you can even buy Route 66 Opoly. Harry Carey's dining room. Not eating there, I will show you a snapshot. This is their menu. This is Chef Arts Smith's reunion. If you want to eat some fried chicken there. They even have their own Giordano's pizza inside of Navy Pier. And this is the neighborhood shop. All sorts of cool souvenirs. Wrigleyville fun fact, Wrigley Field, built in 1914, is the oldest ballpark in the National League. K-Texture. Let's take a look inside here, see what we can find. Chicago souvenirs. Here is the Navy Pier store. This is everything Navy Pier themed, so we are most likely able to find a magnet that says Navy Pier. If not, we got a problem. Those pesky seagulls eating your french fries. They also have a small Build-A-Bear inside where you can build a bear and decorate it. You can also rent these to take a stroll through Chicago. To the water taxi dock right over here to get back. Gonna head right over to Union Station to go home. Here is the water taxi. We're gonna hop aboard and go across the water back to the other side to Union Station. And here's our water taxi coming ashore so we can board to head across. From here, we can see the city skyline. All right, and here we go on the water taxi. Headed back.
What did that boat do?
That's the anchor, bud.
Anchor? Why did that do that anchor?
To hold the ship down when we're not moving. And as you can see, we're on the beautiful Lake Michigan, boating around.
What that means is that we have enough adult and child size life jackets for everybody on the boat. So in case of emergency, my crew will see how to put them on. Our next stop will be Michigan Avenue. Right after that will be Willis Howard Union Station. Taxis run every 20 minutes, folks. Every 20 minutes. Last one taxi from Navy Pier and Willis Howard Union Station back in the night will be at 8 o'clock, folks. So please do plan accordingly. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
This is going to Soldier Field or the museum. Sorry? This is going to Soldier Field. Well, I mean, the museum.
All right, over in the corner. If you can read the tower over there, that is Trump Tower.
Where's the Sears Tower? Where's that's the biggest one in the city? That one.
That's
So there was one point
oh.
up there.
See, we were just so excited to see each other again.
I film over there. Film over there, like that. The airplane. I see it, right there. Airplane. That airplane, like there.
That's the First Lady over there. Water tour boat. It's an architecture first tour that shows you the architecture of Chicago.
Of Chicago.
And there's a speedboat going by, a couple speedboats.
Alright, folks, we are about to ride into Michigan Avenue. I ask that everybody please stay seated and remain seated. I will let you know when you are safe to this right boat. Right after Michigan Avenue will be Willis Howard's Union Station.
So we're going to make a pit stop over to Michigan Avenue. So if you wanted to, you can get off and explore Michigan Avenue. We may do that another time and come out and explore the shops of Michigan Avenue. But we don't have enough time today to do that. So we got to wait to the next stop, which is Willis Tower, Sears Tower for those who've been around a while, and Union Station to head back home. Over here, this is the Michigan Avenue Bridge. This is a huge area for shopping and food.
Oh yeah, you go here?
Alrighty, folks, we are back on the water. There are several boats on the water from different companies. Fort Dearborn is right over there. And that's the Skyview sightseeing tour bus, water bus. And there's some people over there in some canoes. Today is the perfect weather for sightseeing and fun. Over there is a winery. And this is Dearborn Street. Over there you can rent a yacht or a boat, take it out yourself. And there's a bunch of cars parked up there. There's a restaurant over there, Tiny Tap. Looks like they have coffee, so if we were over here, my mom would probably want to stop for coffee. And this is a pizzeria. Portolino. You can have a piece of pie, slice of pizza, right off the dock. We're headed over to LaSalle Street. There's a nice shot of Sweet Home Gelato with some really cool fountains. This is the Wells Street Bridge. Franklin Street. And we do have statue heads up there. We can't see them from here. And over there you can get a good shot of the CTA train driving across. That is the #1 method of travel in Chicago. A lot of people that live out here don't normally have cars, but they travel the trains, CTA system, and the buses.
Stay here with us. We're almost where we're going to get off. Let's stay. You can't go back here by yourself. You have to stay with us.
No, I said we almost saved.
Oh, we're almost with you. Yes, we're done.
And this is the Lake Street Bridge.
Look at that.
To Lake Street.
The next bridge after this is Randolph Street. And over here, this is the Porter Kitchen and Deck. You can grab a nice steak or some really good food right next to Lake Michigan. All right, right here we do have some more flags. Washington Street Boulevard. It is really nice feeling the breeze of the wind while you're on the water. And this is the Lyric Opera Bridge, Madison Street. This is the Civic Opera Building. And then over here we have the Riverside Plaza. Monroe Street. After that is Adams Street, which we're getting close to Union Station.
Alright folks, we are about to arrive at Willis Orange Union Station. I ask that everybody please stay seated, and I will let you know if you are safe to disembark the boat. Just a little reminder, last water taxi from Willis Orange Union Station back tonight will be at 8 o'clock, so please be set accordingly.
Right over here, this is Jackson Boulevard. Water taxi. We have arrived at our destination, and we're gonna get off and head back to the train station. All right, we have arrived back at Union Station, so we can hop on the train. All right, and we are in the concourse where all the restaurants are and the shops. All right, our trip is over. We're on the train, and happy 4th of July. I hope you enjoyed the Navy Pier video and all the sights I showed you. Till now, till later actually. This is the What's Up Dude signing off. Till next time. If you made it this far, type green in the comments to let me know you watched the whole thing. Please like, share, and subscribe so that I can explore new areas and go to more places.